welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering the heavy metal edition of the Fairfax Rod and Gun Club 2-Gun Action Challenge match in November 2023. And since it was the heavy metal edition, I went German, as you can see, full flectard using my G3 clone. And here on stage 1, it was all about the crawling. Your first shooting position was at 100 meters. Then you crawl forward to 95 meters, get a hit on the target. And then once you got that, crawled forward to 90 meters and get another hit. Did a pretty good crawl here, but the score was about middle of the pack.
All right, 3-7-2-9.
Moving on to the next stage, which was stage 4 for me. What you did here was on the start signal, you had to load a magazine. You had stage magazines there that were on stripper clips, and you had to load 10 rounds, and you could shoot an equivalent 10 rounds out of your own rifle. Unfortunately, as you see here, I'm having some trouble. Stripper clips are single-use items, and these have been used hard and in the dirt for a full squad, actually 2 squads because I was the last shooter on my squad. So they were getting pretty rough, and I got, I'd say, about 6 or 7 rounds into the mag, and then had to single load the last ones, which, as you can see here, are just killing me time-wise. Then getting my G3 mags out of G3 mag pouches with all the little bits and bobs on them is not the easiest thing. Went in from a solid kneeling position, launch some rounds downrange, get those hits, safety on, and moving up to the next position. From that position, go ahead and get another hit and grab the can, which my gloved hand was not cooperating with, but I finally got a hold of it. And then move up to the final shooting position, get there, get that final hit, and launch that round. Now, on to what was stage 1, my first stage of the day, stage 3 for the match. On this one, you had to shoot your first shot offhand. And then from there, you went and drew a number. Now, the number told you which shooting position. 1 was to the left, 2 was to the right. When you took your second shot, it had to be from the kneeling. And then between each shot, you return to the can to get another number. Over here for my third shot, you're required to go to the prone, get that hit. Then back to the can for the last number, back to number 2. And this was a freestyle, so I decided to brace off the top of the barricade as being the quickest way. And got those hits.
Alright. Unload. Yeah, 5-2-7-2.
Moving on to what was stage 4, my second stage of the day. Kind of did a little self-sabotage to myself here. After I grabbed the bag and sighting in right here, I realized I still had my sunglasses on and did not switch over to my reading glasses, which I need to see the front sight post. So what I was looking through was the diopter and the hooded front sight post, and not seeing or hooded front sight and not seeing a front sight post. Here I fought my way through a malfunction, got the rifle back up, realizing, oh shit, I don't have my good glasses on, but still attempted to do the engagement, and with the RO calling out, hey, you're high, you're low, you're left, you're right, I was able to zero in on that 200 meter target. Then grabbing the bag, moving on. The next position you could shoot freestyle again. Again, just taking shots and listening to the corrections to go ahead and getting my hits. Now for the next 2 shots, you were required to shoot from the prone through that bottom part of the ladder on the barricade, which to get that into a good shining position and into the pocket of my shoulder, that, believe it or not, interfered with sight picture, but I was able to get adjusted, get my hits.
Left. Hit! Hit!
Get that unergonomic safety on, and then finally get down there to the last position. I take a shot here. Again, the sight picture's not perfect. And the bolt locks back, and I think I'm out of ammo, which turns out I was not. It's just the whole bolt and everything locked back and didn't go forward. So I'm putting a new magazine in, and it's just not going. And so I take the magazine out, and buzzer goes off, and I end up having to mortar it to go forward. Not sure why it did this. There was no obstruction in there. Just decided, no, I'm just not going to go in the battery and be stuck to the rear. And now it seems to be fine and happy and running just fine, as you saw, because I would proceeded to go shoot stages 1 and 2, and it worked fine. We hope you found this coverage of the Fairfax Rod and Gun Club's heavy metal match helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future match coverage.